I didn't want to be the guy who yells at his dog for barking and then has somebody break in because they didn't pay attention. So I have to check things out. Anyway, this is now part 8, I think. And
part 8 of 16.
No.
We're almost done with the first hour.
Woo!
Part 8 of 23.
On a usual week, we would be done. Like at a usual time, we would be like, "Yay, we finished the episode."
We've almost done, yeah.
We've also wasted an extraordinary amount of time being silly and having fun. So.
Yes, that's true. This is serious business, though. And
I'm on vacation, man. You can't get me to settle down.
Okay, so
what does that even mean?
So we need.
I'm literally on vacation. It's Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chinese New Year. Everything shuts down. All right. Anyway, so it's the year of the rooster. It's the year of the rooster right now.
Yes.
Okay. I know that because my wife.
No, it will be in a week. It'll be the year of the rooster in a week. It's next week.
She had to go out. My wife had to go out and buy red underwear. So.
Yep.
Anyway.
So there you go.
That's for you, internet.
Lucky you. Your wife's gonna kill you.
Well, the funny part is that it's also Valentine's Day, so guess what kind of red underwear is available to be sold right now?
Oh no!
Happy birthday to Nick.
Anyway,
I'm sure she can find something different than that.
She did.
But why would you bother?
Sadly.
Buy what's on sale.
So yeah, so let's get back to the
anyway. So Act 4.
No, yeah.
So I
this
feel
is as active as my life's been in a long time. Just listening to Nick talk about this. So.
No, that's not right.
Yeah. That is very not right. Thank you.
I've been busy, and also this town is not great for single ladies. So there you go.
Fortunately, Brian is quite fortunate that my arms are not long enough to reach across the bunch. Anyway, so
that means you shouldn't try.
Act 4. So we need to get something in between the Mandos line. Well, actually, no, we do have something in between because then we go to. No, we don't. That's it. So we need something in between the Mandos line and the delivery of the question of, will you break open the Silmarils?
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Who is going to think of the Silmarils as an option? Because obviously it's not Feanor.
Yeah.
And Yavanna is the one who requested of him, but whose first thought is, "Hey, the Silmarils have the light of the trees."
I think Yavanna is the one for this because, well, first of all, it's her light to begin with, right? There is that, but also, it comes back to that line she has: "Foresighted was he," right? I don't think you can get that line without her being the one who has the idea of.
Okay, so there's no lead into this other than Yavanna giving the line.
Well, I think
just
that's how she could broach the subject is basically not that she delivers the line and that's it. It's she Mando says his not nothing. We take a break and then we come back to explain. Like Feanor should ask a question, right? He should be like, "What do you mean not nothing?" Right? And Yavanna can kind of pussyfoot around it by saying like, "Well, this will be good for your brand." Right, the whole branding thing that they talked about last time. She shouldn't put it in those terms, but she's kind of be like, this is an opportunity for you to really step onto the stage of history in a way you never have before, right?
In the way no one ever has before.
Right. This is a moment where the Valar are asking the mortals, the children, for help, right? And she doesn't have to like. I'm laying it on a little thick in terms of like what she's appealing to as far as his what he's interested in. Yeah, but that should kind of be her general line. Is like this is a momentous
Marie is gesticulating.
Occasion. Yeah, I can see her I can see the Italian coming out.
I was just waiting patiently. I have 0 Italian blood, by the way.
I was going to say there's nothing there.
As an Italian, I am comfortable saying everybody has a little Italian in them.
I'm between 3/4 and 7/8 Irish, and my last name is German.
That's Europe.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, Italy owned all of Europe. I'm just saying.
Life is too short. Life is too short to go through without being Italian. That's all I got to say.
I agree.
Anyway,
So, between the scenes where we get Mandos' line and Yavanna's, I was wondering if we needed to check in with Melkor and Ungoliant at any point, because if we're ending the end of our to be continued in part 2 of this finale, like, do we need to see them?
I was gonna suggest that we might. I was gonna suggest that we might need a scene, kind of bridging the gap of Ungoliant as kind of an unhinged force of nature and a walking, talking person again, who is capable of thinking and doing stuff. Like basically, her greed has been whetted here. And so she's kind of still aimless, like she just wants to eat everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, trust me, I got a thing for you. We've got stuff. Come with me. And so, but we have to have that scene where he's kind of like trying to wrangle he's trying to hurt a cat.
Mm-hmm. Right? That always works really well.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, no. Over here, sweetie. We're going this way because we need to get the stuff that I promised you that we're gonna get. And she's like, oh yeah, that's right. Let's go do that.
Yeah. So he reminds her.
Exactly.
Okay.
The question is, I actually don't. How do you wrangle a spider that just wants to eat?
Mm.
What does that actually look like? Like, could she kind of actually, maybe not on purpose, but sort of attack him as a potential meal?
Or something else. She could kill something or someone.
Like, I don't want Melkor to be afraid of her yet.
Right.
That's
he still thinks
he's attacking him. I don't feel like is the right move.
But I do think it should be clear to the audience that it's not. This is a wrinkle in his plan that he had not considered, that she might actually be dangerous, right?
Right. Well, that's what if she attacks and kills something,
right?
And he's got to like go get her and refocus her on the task. Like,
so what would she go try to catch? What would she bring down? What would she?
It would have to be something substantial. Ooh.
Could she like an? Well, because her darkness is everywhere, right? So like an eagle just literally falls out of the sky covered in darkness, webbed up in darkness webs, and she jumps on it like a jumping spider, and is just going to town.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be, because those are like they. Because I mean, we gotta assume that most of the people watching this have seen Lord of the Rings, at the very least.
Yeah.
They know that, like, people know that the Eagles are like
a big deal.
They trump everything else.
Yeah, they are the Deus Ex Machina, right?
Right. Yes. They're the card that you play, like, you know, that
you have no more
the Eagles are coming. The Eagles are coming.
Right.
When there are no more cards to play.
Right.
That is the card you play.
Yes, indeed.
Like in that game, that card game where the 2 beats an ace, but nothing else.
Oh, right? Yeah.
When the other person plays the ace, they're the 2.
Yeah.
Except they're more like a super king. But whatever.
Yeah.
Same idea.
The metaphor falls apart.
I know. Yeah, all right. Just making sure. It's not. Really, Gollum is the 2, right? Gollum would be the 2.
So in Stratego, where you have the spy can take out the
commander, but nobody else.
The marshal guy,
Yeah, but only if it attacks first. Yeah.
Anyway, that aside, I feel like an eagle is the only thing big and powerful enough for us to start to understand the threat level that she is.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's an elf, a random wandering elf. But I think.
But again, I don't think that sends the message the same way.
Poor Bob Way. Always at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I prefer.
Like I could see her maybe like kind of getting smashy on the way out of Like she could knock stuff over and just kind of revel in the fact that she's big.
Well, the thing is that they're on their way to Formanos, and we don't want to necessarily telegraph that. Is the problem?
Right.
Well, yeah, we can be real coy about like what he wants her to do, but he's definitely trying to take her somewhere.
Right. And again, he's got a tiger by the tail. So he's got to really focus on pointing her in the right direction.
Right. It's been difficult for Arome to figure out where they're going and what's going on, because when they first left the trees, she was in charge of the direction and just went wherever. So there's webs like now all over the place, back and forth, and there was no plan. And when Melkor took charge is when it turned north.
Yeah.
So he's trying
I would almost
keep charge.
Yeah, I would almost love to kind of break away when we finally break away from, because we in the beginning when we're actually watching the death of the trees, we're cutting back and forth between the party and the violence that's actually going on with the trees. I would love for the last thing that we see before the long break between that and the next time we see them is like he's kind of monologuing where he's like, and now we will go to complete our task, and she's like beyond, she kind of isn't there anymore. Like she's kind of gone overboard with hunger and greed, and so she just kind of scampers off to the that's why they go west first, right? Like she just
well, the problem is that this is way after that.
Well, I know, but it's still a problem.
We've already played Finwë as concerned,
right?
That this darkness might be coming for Formanos.
They've been coming north, but the point is that Finwë saw them, when they came towards him. But
he saw a giant wall of nothing.
Well, yeah, okay,
yeah.
So the point being that Melkor did manage to turn her, but he's having trouble because it's like you said, it's hurting a cat.
Right.
So trying to keep her on task is an ongoing problem for him.
Right.
He did turn her. It's happening.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out that this isn't the turn north.
No, the turn happened before. But this is the ongoing problem of why he lined straight to Formanos, is because he's got cat herding problems.
Yeah.
Yep. Hashtag cat herding problems.
Spider herding.
SilmFilm.
Sorry.
Cat herders. Yeah.
That's what this episode kind of feels like.
Yeah. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't have anything to do this week, and I'm just
okay.
I haven't gotten to talk about this in a long time. So
we need another sequence after between that and the Silmarils question.
Is this where we insert our elves perspective of elves with darkness now? Because we haven't really done that yet.
Well, we did that.
We introduced it, but we haven't actually.
Do we need to go back to Formanos and show what's going on there?
No.
Does that I feel like that leans too heavily on.
Okay, so do we need to show the Teleri again?
That would be the thing that I'm thinking that we could try to do. But I don't know. Well, if we're going to show the Teleri, then I think the only thing we can really do is kind of set up the kinslaying.
Yes. So the elves who are going to die in the kinslaying would be on screen right now, and Ulmo could be there.
They could witness Ulmo passing in wrath to the open seas.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like they all kind of go inside and are like, no, don't shh, don't say anything. He's in one of his moods. Just let him go, and then when he's gone, we can go back outside.
Could he be like the biggest water spout ever?
Sure.
I don't know if he would overdo it to that point. Like he could turn into one as he's going out to sea.
That's what
but I think he would be I think he would be considerate of the fact that people live
the wake zone
on the shores.
The no wake zone.
Exactly.
What do the Teleri think has happened? Like, no one's been around to tell them that the trees get attacked. They can see the tree light disappeared, but do they think everyone's dead? Do they think
I think they could ask, and he just doesn't say anything. Like, he doesn't even really acknowledge them.
Yeah, like they.
So what's their personal conclusion?
He could be passing by them into the sea, and they could ask him, and he doesn't answer.
Hey, what's going on? And he's just.
I don't think that they necessarily need an answer.
No, I don't think they should get one.
No, they don't get an answer, but what are they thinking? I mean, like, they've got to be saying something other than, wow, it's really dark.
Well, I mean, they're used to darkness as a matter of course, right? All of their light comes through a crack in the mountains, right?
Right.
But it's basically like perpetual sunset for them, right? But obviously
so
the sunset, right? The sun is gone now, and so they're. I guess
I'll tell you what I would think was happening if I was witnessing all this, and then I saw Ulmo come down and just get into the water and take off in the opposite direction. I might think that the Valar were abandoning Valinor. If that's what,
or that Ulmo was escaping a crime that he had committed.
No, I don't think the Teleri would think that.
The Teleri are very close to.
Yeah, I know, but the circumstantial evidence doesn't look good, right?
It doesn't.
Well, he could tell them. Wait, no, he could. You know what? Maybe he does speak. He doesn't necessarily answer their question, but he tells them. He tells them to go inside to get to where it's safe. Maybe.
Okay.
Emphasis on get to where it's safe.
Does he say stay out of your boats? Like he's about to start making storms all over the water.
Yeah. Yes. Sure, he does. Of course, he does.
And he could like that could be the last.
He could ask. He could ask. He could specifically ask: Is anyone sailing?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
seems appropriate to me. As angry and grumpy as we want to say.
Is anyone on the sea? And they say no, and he says then get inside, get to where it's safe, and stay off the water.
Yeah.
Which sets up that there's going to be storms and stuff for the end. So.
Yes. Oh, that is so chilling. That's gonna have this appearance of being so epic.
Yeah.
I don't. Cool. And the worst part is, I don't know if there's a payoff for it though.
Not really. No, I mean, that's part of the point, though, is that Ulmo is impotent without, as if it came down to a straight up fight between the two of them, I think he would lose.
Yes.
So, that's.
Yeah, this is going to turn into this whole series is going to turn into a get used to disappointment.
Yeah.
So.
So I mean, we should pay off the things that we can pay off for sure, but we should also not be afraid to set things up that do to end in disappointment on purpose. We're doing it on purpose. That's the difference, right? It's not a Hobbit situation where they're like, here's all this cool stuff and we're not going to deal with any of it. No. We are specifically setting you up to feel the disappointment that the characters feel in these moments where they actually can't do anything.
Well, I feel like that's going to be interesting because I feel like if we set this up like this, then when that confrontation happens, uninitiated viewers are going to think, oh, well, Ulmo is going to stop them.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Melkor's not ready for war, right? Melkor is not going. He's not going to repeat the mistakes of the past. So Ulmo wants to fight, and Melkor's like,
nope.
I'm not here. I'm not here for that. Yeah. That's not what I'm about today. So. Yeah. I don't have an unbeatable army at my back. We're not doing this.
Right.
Fool me once.
Melkor does not fight his own battles ever if he can avoid it.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Don't fool me twice.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like those two sequences are enough to get us into our climax. Yeah. So climax.
Climax time.
Yes. So
we're just posing the question, right? We're not answering the question until the opening.
Right. Not answering the question.
Yeah. Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So I want to open up to the scene in the book too, so that we know what lines we want to have here. And we're about ready to take a break. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So. If you're watching this live, we'll be back in a second. If you're watching this in the future, Definitely like and share the videos if you like and want to share them. If you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. Check out the links below for stuff on Signum University, Mythgard Institute, and Mythmoot 4, June 1st through the 4th. It's going to be awesome. And we'll be back with it.